Y'all playing, but you're going to get too rough. Mimi, stop. Stop.
The Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah, there should be some Chick-fil-A sauce in there.
Yeah, you memorized.
Oh, you already got it.
Chill. Mimi, you need to chill.
She doesn't know what that word means.
She is a damn aggressive woman.
You got food now. Oh. She just went right there and pottied.
That ass.
Dead ass.
Mimi. Did she even potty yet? No, she. Oh yeah, she.
She peed.
Mimi, come on. Let's go outside. Or on the back.
Well, she's already peed now. It's too late to take her out.
She didn't pee a lot.
Oh no, I'll get it up. I'll mop it up in a minute.
I'll take her back out after I'm done.
Well, after she eats, you need to take her out. Yeah. Hello. Hey, y'all. What's up? Nothing. I just had the little puppy just peed in the bathroom. Hey, SoFlo. Hell no, Nunya, you ain't. You ain't. I don't know when you're live. I woke up from my nappy nap yesterday to you being live. Was it yesterday or the day before? Whatever. And then I'm looking the Discord, and Deets is like, bitch, don't never tell anybody nothing. Hey, Leon. I'm not doing nothing. I just woke up from a little nappy nap a little bit ago. I spent the day out in the pool, in my little kiddie pool, floating around. Got me some sun. Hey, Remy. Hey, Citizen Sleuth. I am going to talk about a few things on here today. I know Nunya's probably like, oh, Lord. I'll behave. Hey, Zen. We all said, oh, Lord, yeah, I know. It's really nothing bad. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of the best way, because I was talking to Mom about this today when she was, update me on, like, what shenanigans were going on YouTube, because I mean, TMI is my time of the month. I usually take 2 weeks off a month because of that. And so that's why I haven't been live. I've just been trying to get through it. But Mom was updating me today while I was floating around in my little pool. Oh, hell no. Hold, please. Oh no, Captain Avi. Oh no. So now you're in timeout. Yes, they changed the chats to our handles. Yes, I heard about that today. Well, I don't know if it's the new moon or what's in, but I usually take 2 weeks off a month. Like, that's why I got rid of my memberships and shit in the first place. I'm trying to do better at it and not take as long of a break. But yeah, my time of the month is pretty wild, so it really fucks me up. I'm on the full moon. Oh, gotcha. Hey, Deetsy. It's Deetsy's nappy time now. So, I was trying to think of a way to explain this because I was talking to Mom and I was like, it seems like nobody is expected to be held accountable around these YouTube streets but me. Like, it's like all accountability is constantly called for from me. But yet, there are people still out here unaccountable for anything. And I was explaining to Mom, it's like, when you try to get away from the fuck shit you see happening in the back, right? And so you remove yourself from it. And then you end up taking part in fuck shit because you feel so helpless. Does that make sense? Like, you've got somebody out here with a way bigger channel, a way bigger following, constantly lying on you. And you feel the need to disprove that person, right? You feel the need to prove that person is indeed a liar, which is what led me to my FOIA on Queen, which is what led me to sharing some information with Center that shouldn't have been shared. Like, those things are out of helplessness, out of feeling like, how the fuck can somebody manipulate and lie so hard that, like, people aren't seeing it? People aren't seeing it. Oh, sorry, I was looking. It is all double standards. It is. I'm sorry, y'all. The trolls are going to be deep when it's a live stream like this. I'm so sorry. Hey, Mama, I was just telling them what I was talking to you about today when I was floating in my pool. But when they choose not to see it, Captain Avi, it's like it makes you feel desperate. It makes you feel, like I said, the best word I can come up with is helpless. You feel helpless against this person. And it led me to trying to prove that this person is who I say she is. And really, why did I need to prove it? Why did I need to prove it? If I think she's a trash bag human being, that's all should matter. That's all that should matter. I shouldn't have allowed myself to go that route, but I did. Um, hey, hypnotic drifter. What do you mean, Remy? Everyone who had a different handle than your username, check it. I think I think they know and they choose to ignore it, Brantley, because and this is something I've talked about with Nunny in the background too, is like, there's so many people that are just wanting to fit in somewhere, wanting to be a part of a group, whether they're lonely or they're not able to have a life outside of the internet, or they're disabled and they can't have a life outside of the internet. It leads people to be vulnerable, and I think they just go along to get along. But I'm just saying that I'm trying to get y'all to see where my brain was working, and like, I had to reevaluate things. I always have to do self-reflection, and I've been self-reflecting for months with Center, because of my conversations in the background with people. But I just taking that time to reflect and realize that, like, you left a group because of the shady shit they were doing, only to end up doing some shady shit to try to prove someone is who you say they are. It just didn't make it any better. Oh my God, Mom, you are. Thank you. Thank you, Amethyst. They don't know that. Oh, you can change your handle at all times. Oh, good. Oh, Mutt Rescue says you can only do it 2 times in 14 days. I don't know. I don't know. But I just wanted, the past couple of days, I've been reflecting on, like, how did I get here? Why did I do, which we've had the conversation about the FOIA, right? I so badly wanted to prove this woman is a liar. I did so, but at what cost, right? It put my credibility, not that I have much anyways, but it just made people not trust me. Um, and then with the center thing and me sharing that report with him, I didn't share it with him for him to use. I shared it with him for him to see it so that, because, and I think this is where the helplessness comes in, right? Um, I heard Queen Bee said that she thinks I'm scared of Center. I'm not scared of Center. I felt bad for Center. Um, because he also was feeling the helplessness I have felt. And so the point in me sharing that document with him was to show him, like, you're not fucking crazy. She's not only a menace on YouTube, but she's a menace to society. Like, this is, y'all have heard me say that 100 times. This is not in your head. This is just how she runs her life. This is how she manipulates her life. Um, Unfortunately, he shared it, and then it was, having to try to uh, cover that because it wasn't meant to be shared. And it also would have made us both look like we were doing it maliciously. And that's not why I did. I've never asked him why did he share it. I don't know if it was maliciously or not, but um, my intentions were not malicious when sharing with him. I felt bad for him. My heart hurt for him because they have said some really horrible things about him. And it's a terrible feeling to have things and lies, blatant lies put out on you, and you not be able to prove that they're lies, because no matter what proof you offer, they're the bigger channel. They have the most clout. They have the biggest voice. You know what I'm saying? And it ends up working against you. Hey, Wendy. But regardless, that moment, I took inventory, right? In that moment, I knew, okay, never share it. Like, you can feel sorry for Sinner all day long because you understand what he's going through, but never share anything else with him. Which I didn't have anything else to share with him, which leads me into I'm so I'm kind of hurt. I'm more angry, but more than any of that, I'm confused. Why would you go live and tell people that me and Nunya are the ones who have been sending you documents to share, to make you the fall guy, to have you as a useful idiot? The one and only document I ever let him see was the FOIA request, and I explained it to him the same way I've explained it to everybody else. Uh, that's the one thing I shared with him. And then when my friends found out that I did let him see it, they were like, oh no, because they seen a different side of Center that I wasn't seeing. They were like, oh no, this ain't gonna go good. Hopefully he don't put it out. And I was like, no, I'm sure he won't. And then he did. So it ended up biting me in the ass, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with taking accountability for that. Um, but why? Why would you come out and blatantly lie like that? Because now you have me feeling helpless with you the way I've felt helpless with Queen. Because you're out here dropping lies like that. And then the only way I can prove it is to show DMs, bro. Like, and I don't want to do that. So, and I'm going to try not to. But it still goes back to why. I don't know. I have done nothing to Center. But try to support him. Did I agree with him doing, exposing that email that was sent to all of us? No, I didn't, and I made that known in the moment. Did I agree with him saying that Queen Bee choked her children? No, I didn't. And that's why I spoke on it in the moment. If I heard it said, or if I was streaming something and it was said, I would say, no, I disavow that. Like, that's too far. I just, And it doesn't, you know what it ends up doing? It ends up making us look like the bad ones. It ends up making us look like the ones doing dirty shit behind the scenes. We know it's them. We know they do these things. I lived it for a year and a half in the DMs. But the only way to prove that is to release DMs, and I just don't want nothing to do with that. Well, the thing is, Leon, I told him I'm gonna send this to you for you just to see. Um, when he put it out, it's not like we had any kind of messages where he's like, "Hey, do you care if I share this?" Nothing like that. He just put it out. So then I didn't even get mad at him for that. I didn't, because I felt like this is that helplessness. This is him feeling like I've got to do something. I've got to show something for people to see who this human is. And I understand that need, that feeling, right? So I didn't even get angry with him about it. The only reason I'm angry is because he came out and lied. He's blatantly lying on me and Nunya. And it just, again, it makes me feel helpless against him the way I felt helpless with Queen Bee, because she was out here blatantly lying. She was out here saying things that were absolutely not true. So what? You're going to take a page of hers and do the same thing? Why? Why? Nunya and Deets don't have a relationship with Center. I'm the one that had the friendship with Center. I wouldn't even say it's friendship. I would say it was an acquaintanceship. Um, I'm the one that was acquaintances with Center, and my friends were telling me in the background this doesn't look like it's gonna end well. Like it's not going well. Like he's getting more and more angry, and I would hear him, and I would have conversations with him about it, and they would tell me just be careful, and I would say, I'm being careful. It's not like we chat every single day. It wasn't that kind of you know, recourse. Hell, I haven't even emailed him in 6 months. So, and that's because uh, I realized I had to be a little more careful. Because when you're that angry as Sinner was, you end up doing things that you might not would have done before. Yeah, just Irish. Hey, Allie. Just Irish. I don't doubt that now. I mean, like, it's just like it's hard to understand because it just came out of nowhere. He's upset with Nunya. Nunya and him have their little beef going on. That's never included me. It's never had anything to do with me. I've listened to my friend in the background. I've listened to Center on his live streams. I'd just like I messaged Nunya and I was like, the whole mom comment, let me tell you where that's coming from, because neither one of us knew, right? When Nunya said it seems like you got mommy issues or whatever, neither one of us knew that that was something that Queen Bee says to him, because we don't watch her. We completely stopped watching her. So when I found out from mom and a couple of others in the chat, like when I got off the live stream, I had a conversation with mom. Mom explained it a little deeper. So then I had a conversation with Nunya to try to explain like why he got so upset at that comment. And Nunya, she took it in. She retrieved it, right? She didn't she still meant it, but it wasn't meant in the way he took it. Um, but I would do the same thing with Center. Like if I heard him say something, I would try to stand up for Nunya and be like, "No, I think y'all are just miscommunicating. I don't know, bro. Like I understand you're upset with Nunya, but why would you put that kind of lie on us? Because now you got nonsensical lies being spread by the nonsensical one. Like, why would you do that? I don't understand." Sorry, y'all. I haven't been watching chat. I'm just kind of. I'm spilling my brain and heart to you guys because I'm trying to. I'm trying to help y'all understand from my point of view. But no, Queen, it's not because I'm scared of Sinner. I have nothing to be afraid of in the DMs at all. Nothing. Like I said, the one and only thing I shared with him that I shouldn't have was I think that's probably the only attachment I've shared with him was that FOIA request. Now we're gonna teeter back over to that a little bit because she I heard a clip when she was cussing Indy out for being a part of the well, I think Indy commented in somebody's chat. I don't even know whose chat it was, but Indy was telling B Fergs why Queen took her wrench away. Queen was upset that Indy commented that in a chat. So Queen addressed it, and all I kept hearing was she did a FOIA on my children. She did a FOIA on my minor children. I've asked a handful of times now, prove it. Prove what you're saying. You're saying that I knew about this situation because you told us in the DMs. So it should be pretty fucking simple to go into the DMs and search it and find where you had a conversation with us about that. I've asked for that more than a handful of times. And she's still not doing it. She's still just going to run with the she knew exactly what dates to FOIA. No, I do have a video, but I'm working on the blur spots because the second half of the video, the way I'm searching keywords in our message group, it shows people's names, and I got to find a way, their actual names, not their Facebook names. So I've got to find a way to blur that. But if you don't prove it, I will, bro. Like, stop saying that. The only incident you ever told us about in the DMs was the vape and the pipe bombs. The pipe bombs you talked about on your panel one night. The vape is the only thing that you have not talked about on your panel that was in that DM about your girls. The vape and the pipe bombs. Never a video sent of a friend on TikTok in a bra. That was never. I searched bra. I searched sports bra. I searched TikTok. I searched dancing. I searched friend. It was never talked about in the DMs. So she's just still blatantly lying. But that's when I have to take a moment and say, but does it matter? But does it matter? Does it really matter? I know, Kate. That's why I'm saying she knows a majority of her audience will just believe whatever she spews. That's why I'm left in the. It really doesn't matter. Like I have the video, I have it uploaded, but I don't even think I want to release it because, I mean, would it vindicate me? It absolutely would because it shows there's no conversation about anything like that in our DMs. So it would prove she's lying. It was never even mentioned in our DMs. But do I need to prove it? Do I need to prove that she's manipulating? I know, Allie. Yeah, Allie and Melissa were part of. Allie and Melissa were part of the center conversations, and they've been there in the background. They can co-sign everything I'm saying. Like they all were trying to warn me, and I think my empathetic heart, my sympathetic heart, because I've been through it. So, fuck the empathy. Let's go for the sympathy, the real shit. My sympathetic heart just felt bad for him. The problem here is that you're never fighting reality, but narrative. No matter how many times we show the reality of what happened with Hills, we still see the ridiculous lies being repeated as fact. Exactly. Exactly, Pearl. And it's like, how do you fight a narrative? And sometimes you choose to fight a narrative by doing things that make you look more untrustworthy, makes you look worse. I'm not blind to that. I just don't think it's worth it, so I'm not going to. I know, right, Pearl? I just, that's what's gotten me into this, right? Is trying to prove, trying to prove, trying to prove. What is the point in trying to prove anything? She's a master manipulator. She's dangerous. She's dangerous in multiple different ways. I agree, Gemini Slacker. That is the flip side of it, Remy. His words don't negate that he deserved to be empathized with for the crap that was said about him. That's the flip side of it. It is the flip side of it. Thank you, Mama. Y'all are crazy if y'all don't think me and Mama talk about this in the background. Like, we absolutely do. I still go to my mama to have these conversations because if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. But you're right, Remy. That is the flip side of it. And that's why, even though he was saying, Queen Bee choked her children, right? I didn't agree with that specific thing. I didn't agree with him saying those specific things. But a lot of the other stuff he said, I did identify with. And I felt. Because I've been there. So when he's going out on his tirades about Queen Bee, it was like, yes, yes, yes. You understand. You get it. You're going through it. You're getting through it. And then he would say something like she choked her kids, and it'd be like, no, no, we don't got to go there. And then I'd be rooting for him again. Yes, yes, yes. Because a lot of what he said is true. But, oh, Allie, mine too. Mine too. Hey, Irony Rose. Yeah, I see you, love. I'm just not watching chat as much. But trying to think of where I was at. Oh, but I heard his morning after live stream before I even knew anything happened on BJ's. I had no idea anything happened on BJ's when I heard the morning after stream. The morning after stream is where he's fucking lying on me and Nunya, right? So I'm already heated about that. But then we go into the DMs and play J is for Justice, where she streamed him on Brittany's panel, and we were shook. Now, I will say that he's got a vice that he struggles with, and I do believe that contributes to some of the things he said, but it's not an excuse, bro. Some of the shit he was saying on that panel was just outright fucking disgusting. I was shocked. I'd never heard anything like that come out of his mouth. But I've also never seen his other drinking streams, so there's that. Like the Thanksgiving stream that he talks about where he lost his shit, I've never seen that. Yeah, not a justification or an excuse. But maybe I should have seen the other streams where he slipped up and, got irritated and lost his shit, because then it wouldn't have been as much of a shock to me. But me, Nunya, and Deets were listening to it, and it was just like, oh my God, what is going on? Then it became very clear what was going on. Hell, I think he might have still been a little tipsy the next morning when he did his morning after live and lied on me and Nunya. So I don't know, because I was wondering like what the fuck was going on. I didn't know the BJ panel even happened at that time. So when I went in there and heard him just losing his ever loving mind and lying, I was like, what happened? What is going on? Why are you saying this? Oh my God. Nonsense always has a new word of the day. Concerning's the word of the day today. Well, what's very concerning is the fact that you're taking part in such bully behavior. That's very concerning. Anyways, when it comes to center, all I can say is I've sent him one thing. That was the FOIA that I requested. Um, Regardless of why I sent it to him, to make him, not feel so crazy, whatever the reason, I shouldn't have sent it, because if I wouldn't have sent it to him, he wouldn't have been able to share it on a public platform. And that's just the gist of it. That's just what it is. So, and I remember even mom, when I was having a conversation with her about it, she was like, "Are you sure you should have sent that?" And I was like, he ain't gonna share it. Yeah, it bit me in the ass. It bit me in the ass, just like mama knew it would, just like my friends knew it would. So, um, but all I can say in regards to that is I've only sent him one attachment. That one attachment is the FOIA. I sent it for him to see it, not to use it. He did choose to use it, which I wasn't terribly mad at. It wasn't about her children. It was about her, no matter what she says. And I didn't hang on it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like get caught up on it. It wasn't that big of a deal to me. I understand why it was to her. Um, and that I want him to not come out and lie like he did, saying me and Nunya sent him all the documents he's put out, because then you got nonsense running around. Oh, so Joneson sent that mass email? No, bitch, Joneson didn't. And when Joneson got that mass email, Joneson offered to send it to Queen if Queen wanted it privately. All she had to do was reach out, and I was going to send her the original email that it came from. She does go for low hanging fruit, community. She does. She is. And that's what blew my mind. Like, y'all think, Zero Jules, you're absolutely right. Like, y'all think sinners lie, 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 lie about Queen Bee. But now suddenly he's telling the truth about Jones and Anunya. Bro, miss me with your bullshit. It's actually the other way around. Most of what he says, not all, most of what he says pertaining to Queen Bee, I do believe to be true. I've tried to correct the things that I hear him say that is not true, like she's got tattoos on her face. I've told them time and time again, she ain't got tattoos on her face, I've told Sinner and Brittany that. Like, why do y'all keep saying she's tatted on the face? She's not tatted on the face. Um, there was a time I heard him say she's been through 2 divorces. No, she's never been married. So that was a mess up. But I can only correct what I know to be false. Um, but most of what he says is true. That's why I was so shocked that he lied so easily on his live stream, that me and Nunya used him as our useful idiot and sent him documents. The documents that he's been putting out. Bro, how dare you? You know what, Invisible Karma, I'm not going to reach out to him solely because the people that did reach out to him and to check on him the next day, he told them to fuck off. And there's been times I've had conversations with him in emails where I'm just trying to give him advice, or, you know, and he would just come back with, Johnson, with all due respect, I'm not looking for advice. And I'm like, whoa, bro, I'm just trying to help you get through it, right? I'm not trying to tell you what to do or what not to do. I'm just trying to help you navigate the space you're in. Um, there was something else. Oh, no, that wasn't it. What was it? There was something else that happened. I can't remember now. It was just there. It's gone already. I don't see Wispy in here. Is Wispy in here? No, and I didn't want to change him. I just wanted to help him navigate, through that time. Uh, he just wasn't having it. But there was also the time where he kept saying he felt like everybody lit his ass up and then walked away and left him to deal with it. And I emailed him about that too. And I said, you got to understand, bro, you got nothing to lose and we've got everything to lose. And when someone shows you the lengths and the lows they are willing to go, you then have a choice to make. So it was hard for him to understand why we were all in this together, right? And then suddenly not. Well, first off, nobody lit a fire under your ass. Your fire had been lit long before I came and became acquaintances with you. Your fire had been lit. You had been going live about Queen for months and months and months. So nobody lit a fire under your ass. Did we probably help you in a sense of like, you're not crazy, bro? Did we validate you? Absolutely. But at some point, it became dangerous for us to continue to call her out because she showed the length she was willing to go. Um, I'm sorry, but when your job is called and your dad's property is doxxed, that's when I have to say, whoa, am I willing to deal with a bitch like this? And I chose no, I'm not. So I backed out and he felt betrayed because I wasn't right there screaming fuck Queen Bee anymore. It wasn't the right move for me and my family. If they show you what they're willing to do, if they show you, that's the whole point, right? To scare you into submission. Well, good job, bitch. You scared me into submission in the sense of I've got too much to lose. And I heard Soup say on her live, like, I ain't scared of you, B. And I 1000% believe that. I 1000% believe that. And I envy it a little bit because there was a moment I wasn't afraid of her. But like me and mom were talking today and we were talking about some fake shit Clue was doing where she was saying, she said something about on a live stream where Brittany was talking about them accusing her of being on methadone and giving it to Craig, and Craig said something in the background like, who? Or he said who, or I don't know. It was something he said, and people ran with it. And Clue was like, well, I could see he could have been being like, no way, you? Not you, or asking in a questionable way. But then she goes on Queen's panel right after and pretends she's never even seen the clip. And Queen's like, hey, you want to see this? Have you seen this yet? She watches the clip with Queen and then acts like uh acts like he said something wrong. But yet on your panel, you just give him a little bit of credit that he could have been saying something else. It's that fake shit, bro. But I was talking to mom about it, and she was like, why do you think she does these things? And I told mom, I think she's scared of Queen, and she has every right to be. She has every right to be. She has every every right to be, because considering she knows, I'm sure she probably knows, she's she turns a blind eye to certain things. She doesn't go and get all the information before she, runs her mouth, but she has to know that this is what this person's willing to do. And it wouldn't it wouldn't shock me for a second to think that she has shared real life stuff with her. So she should be afraid. And it's not even just afraid of Queen, it's afraid of losing those shared subs, right? It's a multifaceted it's multifaceted. It's fear. Multifaceted fear. That's the best way to put it, because it's not just fear of what she would do if Clue was to stand up against her on anything, but also if Clue was to stand up against her on anything, what's that going to do for her channel? You know? I think maybe she is, Mama. Maybe she is. I don't know. See, that shows you me and Mama even disagree. I say, well, she has every right to be afraid. Mom's like, no, I think she's playing the game. And she might be. If I put you back up on this bed, you are not to jump back down for a little while. Get up here and lay down. No, that's my phone. She just tried to chew on my phone. No, I'm saying that could be what it is, Salty. I don't know. I don't know. That wasn't my fear, but I think it's very possible it could be one of the reasons that she doesn't. Like, there's a reason people bury their heads in the sand, is what I'm saying when it comes to Queen. And they have every right to feel the way they feel for their reasons, whatever. Um, so let's just move over to the next thing. Ellie, girl. I know you feel so vindicated, and you should. Like, we even thought about throwing you a party. Because you're the only one that was close to the truth when it came to Itowel. You still got a lot of big parts messed up. Um, you got a lot of you got a lot of the big details mixed up or wrong completely, but you were the closest at being right. um I chose not to tell you when our friendship was already teeter-tottering on, not being good. Hold on. Apollo. Mimi, stop, bro. This dog is wild. Ellie already showed me at that point, at the point that Ital came out, Ellie already showed me who she was. We were already in a little bit of an issue. So when Ital came out, she asked me and I told her the answer. I told her the honest answer, that I was not Ital. And I wasn't for a very long time. But I don't know why she thought that if she told me, oh, well, I think it's this person and they're working with this person, that I would be like, yeah, Ellie, you're right. You're right on the money. No, I'm not, because I can't explain how obsessive she was over it. I know a lot of y'all seen it, like in the chats, right? So then it became like I'm not fucking giving you anything. You're too obsessed. You're too hyper focused on this. And I made that decision, and I'm glad I did. I don't feel bad for lying to Ellie about who it was. Um, I don't feel bad for, you know, I don't feel bad for any of it with Ital. Well, there's one part, the Grandma Sherry part, but that's the only thing I felt bad about with Ital. Um, Hold on, Salty. She just said she wasn't letting fear control her. What in the world? What? What's going on? No, 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 no. I mean, I'm sorry you feel that way, Salty. Um, but I don't fuck with people who fuck with my real life. My job was called. My dad's property was doxxed, which was my son's bus stop. It was already going too far. What's next? CPS? She's already dog whistled that multiple times. So I had to make a decision that was right for me and my family. And that was to stop fucking with this woman. I don't think it's cowardly at all. I think it's actually, and that's what I've been trying to tell Brittany. It's actually very, it shows strength for you to be able to do that because you consistently have somebody putting your character into question on a daily basis, blatantly fucking lying on you, and you still choose not to respond in order to protect your family. Do y'all know how hard that could be? Like, legit, I know subs are not creators, right? I'm letting y'all know right now, it's fucking horrible. It's horrible sitting there knowing that this is happening and not being able to do anything because you choose to protect your family first. That shit sucks. Anyways, back to Ellie. I was not going to entertain your obsessiveness. If she wouldn't have removed all her shit from our DMs, I would be able to. It was insanity. It was insanity, y'all. I cannot explain it. And it was just like, I was telling her, no, I was not Itowel because no, I was not Itowel. But it didn't matter. She just kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on, thinking I was going to tell her who it was. That was never going to happen because you showed me who you are with the Queen Bee situation. You talked the most shit out of me, Deets, and you. You talked the most shit. Now that's surprising, right? Because it's like I'm the one with the main issue with Queen. No, you talked the most shit, you pointed out the most shit, and then when it came down to, okay, I'm splitting from the hive, you acted like you had nothing to do with nothing and removed all the shit. You gassed things up and you expect me to tell you who Itowel is? Fuck out of here, bitch. Go obsess over something else. Yeah, mom knows. It was mom knows, Nunya knows, Deets knows, Willow knows, Grain knows. They all know how obsessed she was and how, oh my God, it was nonstop. It was nonstop. Itowel is in their own words. It was a channel that was started so that people could see the words and not the creator, if that makes sense. Like, not the creator of the video. Because it felt like if it was coming from us, people were going to negate it no matter what. Because people hate us so much for kicking all their puppies that, they just can't see past that hate. So it was more of a way to put these words out, let you see them from a anonymous perspective. That way, maybe you'll see it. Maybe you'll just see it. Maybe something will trigger in you and you'll be like, oh, wow. And guess what? It's not Jonesin, it's not Nunya, and it's not Deets saying it. So maybe they'll take it. Maybe they'll take it in and understand it. I know, right, Kate? But it was also cathartic, right? I ain't even gonna lie. It was also cathartic being able to show these truths. Because we did not fabricate shit in Itowel. To show the truths, the words being spoken. When you have somebody continually going after you and lying on you, it felt cathartic to put the truth out. It did. It was a little bit like our own way of healing, and I don't regret it at all. Guess what? I've been telling everybody for months I am Itowel. I am. Get over it. You can't say I've been lying. I've been telling you, Ellie. I told you time and time again. At some point, that it got to a point with the obsessiveness that I was finally like, yes, Ellie, I am Itowel. And you didn't know whether to take that serious or not. Guess what? Not my problem. If you're all combobulated in your brain, it's because you were too hyper focused on it. It shouldn't even be to that point. Hey, Sammy, glad to see ya. Welcome, newbie. Yeah, no, they're all making money off of this. A hero on the internet? What hero? Nonsense? Yeah, you're right, Leon. You're right. And it's taken me a long time to realize that, right? I mean, was it targeting Queen Bee? I mean, it was definitely a Queen Bee channel. So I can't say nonsense is wrong on the targeting Queen Bee part. It absolutely was because it was showing all of her words, everything she said. Because when I put it out, the people that hate me so much are not willing to see it. They're not willing to take it in. So it was like, okay, well, let's make a channel where it's none of us, right? At the same time, it is us. So I don't know. It was cathartic. It was nice being able to put the truths out. We might pick it back up and continue. I don't know. These hoes keep fucking up. It's going to become a nonsense and Queen Bee Target channel. Stop it. Nonsense, you blatantly came out and lied on your last few live streams. You think you know everything, and that's why you ended up embarrassing yourself with the Yep situation. You don't know shit. Right here, right now, I'm going to explain the room she's talking about. Y'all have heard Nonsense say, oh, well, there was a private room for everybody to go in and drop, mine and Queen Bee's live streams. First off, bitch, you ain't no Queen Bee. Don't flatter yourself. Nobody had a room to drop anything of yours in. Sorry, but yeah, if that's what they want to consider targeting, then okay, fine. But that means they're Britney targeting. They've been BHB targeting. They've been Dolly targeting. Because we all know people get hyper focused on certain people for an extended amount of time over here. Right, Nunya, that's what I'm saying. If that's what a target channel is, then fine. It was definitely a bias channel. Absolutely. And I think I speak for all of us when I say we're proud of it. Pearl says, stop repeating their narrative. It was a Queen Bee focused channel, not targeting. That is deliberately emotive BS from someone who is hyper focused herself. I mean, if that's what she wants to call it, so fucking be it. But it was a Queen Bee focused channel. It absolutely was. Yeah, nonsense. You thought you knew shit, which got you, you ended up embarrassing not only yourself, but your daughter and Cash too, because you didn't have all the information. And at this time, you were still in communication with Nunya. It would have took a second for you to reach out to Nunya to find out exactly what was going on out of concern for your friend, right? It would have took you a whole second to reach out, and you chose not to. So you made yourself look like a fucking fool. That's not my fault, girl. Ellie is a Jones and targeted channel. But this is what I was going to tell y'all about the room. Is she's super confused. Nobody's ever dedicated anything to her in my Discord ever, and I would say nobody's ever dedicated anything to Queen Bee in my Discord ever, except there was a room. I'm gonna be completely transparent. It was called Bella's Bitchin' Room. Bella's Bitchin' Room became the room if you were going to talk anything Queen Bee about her streams for the day or a video somebody put out, anything. If you were going to conversate about Queen Bee, it was to be done in that room because we were trying to remove ourselves. I was trying to remove myself. And so I automatically knew not to go in that room so that I wouldn't get myself flared up, right? I didn't want to get torqued up. I didn't need to be fired up while I'm trying to remove myself from the situation. So that's what the room was. It also was not a private room, it was an open room. I just chose not to go into it so that I wouldn't, feel any type of way about whatever they're saying Queen Bee is saying. Oh, Jesus, Ellie. Go make one, Ellie. It's super easy. You do have a channel. You're on it right now. You're on it right now. Oh, B Fergs, the window privacy thing on Brittany J's. Yeah. Hey, country. It was not swastikas. I think it was probably some shadows, some light reflect. I don't know. There was something that made, and it also could have been the wear and tear of the film itself because she ordered it back in 2023. Or not her, but somebody gifted it to her back in 2023 off her wish list. So it could be worn down a little bit, but it's definitely not swastikas. Yeah, she does have a channel. She said, I don't want to be a creator. Hell no. Ellie just wants to get the pats on the back. Well, you got the pats on the back, girl. You got it mostly right. But you got a lot of big details wrong. And I will not correct them. If who is married or not? Who cares if she's married or not? What do you mean? Oh, BJ's marriage. Oh, yeah, I don't give a fuck if they're married or not. Clue and Cletus aren't married. Queen and her old man weren't married. Like, come on, man. Come on. Granny's not married. Nonsense and her dude ain't married. Like, oh, you feel like you were gaslit? I told you I was Itowel Ellie. Did I not? Hey, Tara. No, it's not rare here. A lot of people say. I think so too, Roro. A lot of people say hubby when they're not married. Who cares? Today is not Ellie Day number 2. Oh, she's been, from what I've been told, she's spent a couple of days going up there bringing up Itowel. Nobody gives a fuck. They've known the whole time. I've been telling people for months I'm Itowel. For a year, I've been telling people I'm Itowel. I know, Mutt Rescue. It wasn't gaslighting, Ellie. I was honest with you. I told you when I wasn't Itowel, and then I told you when I was Itowel. That's not gaslighting you. But did I give you any information about, you would fish for, well, Nunya and Dietz said this, or Nunya and Dietz, oh, the 720, oh my God, the quality. You thought I was just going to be like, yeah, you're right? No, I'm not going to fucking do that. Not after you showed me who you were with the Queen Bee situation. That's not going to happen. No, you can't drop a link on here. I'm not on like a StreamYard or anything. I'm on YouTube. Just a YouTube live. You can't drop, there's no links. Good Nunya, one can only hope. What is Itowel? It's a channel called In Their Own Words, and they put out Queen Bee's own words. Not my witty lens. No, I didn't trust her. Once she showed where she stood between me and Queen Bee when she was a huge part of the fire, smoldering in the background. Yeah, no, fuck you. And I've still ignored that and let her come in here. I'll block her if she gets a little too out of control. But for the most part, I let her come in here. She says we were great friends. I thought we were, but we weren't. We weren't at all. The way Queen Bee feels about me, I feel about Ellie. That's the best way to explain it. Yeah, Itowel is still up. Jake, we talked about it a little. That damn window cling is so stupid. It is weird, isn't it, Mom? She's still stuck like Chuck. Well, I hope you feel validated, Ellie. I do. I hope you feel validated, vindicated, all the V words. I hope you feel better. I hope you can stop being so hyper focused on it now. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case because you've spent 2 days going up on Queens. Thank God you cleared up the whole me swearing on Caden's life thing. I'm glad to hear you cleared that up from what I was told by Mom, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know if the obsession is gonna stop because, like I said, you've spent the last 2 days up there bringing it up and nobody gives a fuck. Me too, Lens. I'm happy for her. I mean, it helps her to not feel so crazy, probably. Oh, really, Ellie? That's interesting. But you've spent the last 2 days. Never mind. Never mind. You need to clear your throat chakra. Did you clear Queen Bee's throat chakra? I mean, I hope y'all did that together. Okay, you had to let go. Well, I hope you feel better. But in the midst of you letting go, you lied and said that I swore on Caden's life. And you had it wrong. If I ever swore on Caden's life to you that I wasn't Itowel, it's because I wasn't. And I'm glad you cleared that up. Ask Kate the Great what? What do you want me to ask Kate the Great? Kate the Magnificent. Kate knows what's happening. Oh, okay. I hope you're thriving in your life, Ellie. I do. I hope all good things for you. Oh no, country. That sounds painful, bro. Nobody's asking about your life. Are you saying that so that I know you have contact with Kate the Great? I know that. I've known that. Stop. Johnson, I have a question nobody will answer. Why did everyone suddenly stop covering Seth? They all quit at the same time, and that's not a coincidence. Now all talk about is BJ all day. They stopped talking about Seth because BJ signed into the injunction. The moment BJ signed into that injunction that she should not have signed into because it was off the back of a missing child and it was being done by corrupt fucking trolls, right? She should have never done it. But as soon as she did, she became the topic. It's been 8 months now. You are hyper focused because, so, okay. So you don't think going up there the one time clears your throat chakra? Instead, you got to go up there another time? And then the way you let Andy get done, girl. Mm-mm. 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 No, ma'am. So Andy gets her wrench removed because she takes part in the Christmas Carol that has nothing. The Christmas Carol was being done by the HOA. Yes, I was part of the HOA, but I didn't reach out to Andy. Nunya did. Nunya's still in communication with Indy. So Indy didn't even have directly anything to do with me when it came to that. But you sit up there and you hear her yell at Indy about being in that snake bitch's chat who foiled my children, and you don't say anything. You don't say anything. You just let her run with that. Wow. Ellie's not stupid. She knows I didn't foil Queen's children, but she won't say that. Oh, yeah, after Queen Bee was threatening to put out Nunya's daughter's picture. Yeah, no. I was done with Ellie. I have been done with Ellie, but I have been letting her come back around. But when she did that, it was just like, okay, no, you're still a piece of shit. You're still a piece of shit. Oh, God, now it will be I flipped Indy. But I don't think you have. I mean, it's no different than the Christmas before. Me and Queen were in our argument, but I feel like during Christmas, everybody should get something that, puts a smile on their face, or everybody should try to be happier during that season. So I've even sent her a Christmas card the first Christmas we weren't friends. I sent it out to multiple creators. Icked Rabbit, Queen, the Jerks. Like, everybody got a fucking Christmas card. And she pitched a fit about it. I will, country. I absolutely will. I'll actually message her when I get off here and let her know. Mutt rescue, not ticks on a butt. Right, Ellie laughed at my kid's pic being threatened to be shown, so the most she can get from me is a Vindication Day. I got nothing else after that. Well, she laughed at your kid's picture being shown. She doesn't stand up for my kid when he's called a fuck stick. She didn't stand up for Indy on that panel. It's just, you're not the type of, cool. You're not the type of friend anybody should have. I'm sorry. I know, Deets, that energy shift be happening. Um, who you talking about? Pray for rock and roll. Good, Ellie. Good. You did laugh. Do we need to replay that clip? I wish I could. Hey! Stop it. This mama and baby fight like crazy. There you go, gaslighting me. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up and chat. Can I pet that dog? Thank you, misunderstood. Thank you for that. Can I pet that dog? They're being bad right now. Why should I stick up for Indy or anyone else? That's not my job. I'm a free agent. But yet you constantly stand up for Queen. It's crazy. Free agent equals taking this too seriously. The chickens are huge. They should be laying soon. Laura CPS and Ellie with the free agent baloney. Oh, is that what Laura is now? A free agent? Golden Source, we have a long standing joke that we are her handlers, but truly we hold her accountable and encourage her to grow. That's what makes us a handler. That's exactly what it is. Like, I'm just super grateful to have the people that I have in my life, whether it's on YouTube, real life, whatever. I'm grateful to have friends that I know I will live my life out with, if that makes sense. Like, there will never be a time I don't have anything to do with Nunya or Deets or Allie or MJ. There's Wolfie. I don't feel like there's ever a moment that I won't have some kind of communication with them in life. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful to have people that are willing to say, Joneson, that was fucked up for you to do. Joneson, that was fucked up for you to say. Yeah, it shows the handles now, Twist. What are you talking about? I said you went up there the last 2 days, Ellie. I said you went up there the last 2 days, bro. You're the ones obsessed and hyper focused on hating Queen Bee. I don't hate Queen Bee. She doesn't matter enough for me to hate her. She doesn't. Um, what's the word we were talking about the other night, Nunya? Hate is a strong word. Hate would not be the word for me. I said you were constantly up on Queen Bee's panel. Rewind, Ellie. But when I was talking about you being vindicated on Itowel, I said you've been up the past 2 days trying to talk about it and nobody gives a fuck. I can't hate someone I'm indifferent to, maybe at one point strongly disliked, but I sought therapy. Hashtag Itowel. Itowel was therapy. It was. And at some point, it was just like, fucking, I ain't putting this on Itowel. I'll put this on my own fucking page. I don't care if they want to receive it or not. Because it does help to make the videos, right? It's, like I said earlier, it's cathartic. It does help. Hating is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Yeah, no. Do ears have chakras? I don't know. Do they? Kaden, are we out of the Mountain Dews in the fridge? Well, check, fool.
Why?
Because you need to put the other 12 back in if they're gone.
Or not?
Okay. You were clearing your throat chakra. Well, I hope it's, I really sincerely hope you feel better now. And I don't mean that in a sarcastic way. Good, as you should, Ellie. You should always choose love over fear. Right, the lies are the problem. The person, it's just kind of like a background noise for me. Like, I don't hate Queen Bee. I do think she is a terrible human being, but that doesn't mean I hate her. I think she's terrible to people in her real life. I think she's terrible to people on YouTube. I think she is not somebody I would ever want to be around, and that's okay. I would say I loathe her. I don't know. It's kind of like a gag reflex feeling, like a, ugh, no. That's why I stopped watching her, though. I don't want to lower my frequency anymore. That's what this is. Low frequency BS, living in lack, envy, and attachment. How are those mushrooms doing for you, Ellie?
They basically brought back like trauma to
Well, I can tell you right now, Ellie, there are no bad vibes for me. I'm sorry if there are for you. I don't think there will be, but I'm good. I'm good. Hey, Nanny, glad to see you, love. No mushrooms? Oh. Maybe you should get back on them, girl. Maybe you should microdose again. No, if this place messes with your soul, yeah, that's not normal. But again, you have to think about how many people are live 6 hours a day, you know? It's like, hey, stop it. No, ma'am. Kanan, get the puppy out.
She was eating her food. I don't know why she did that.
Take her to your room and give her her food in your room. Please and thank you. No, the YouTube space, the social space, the internet space should not control your life in that way. Oh, correction, not at this moment. Okay, got you. Hey, Kelly. Happy weekend. Yes, Kate. Ellie can send you some information on it. She sent me some information on it and some research on it. It's very interesting. And it's something I still want to try. I think. But seeing how Ellie's mind works makes me kind of not want to. Counter the dark. Girl, ain't no one here. The light except Zen. Oh, is that not the truth? Well, I say, Ellie, if you feel like you're the light counter in the dark, then I feel like you have found your home where you're at. And I hope it helps. Same, Zero Jules. I hate the humidity, bro. I stayed out in my pool for like 3 hours today, though. I just smoked me a J, floated around. It was so nice. It was so nice. Oh, you're not the light? Oh, okay. I got a new aloe. Yay! None you got a new aloe plant. Everybody should have an aloe plant. Everybody. Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was, Nunya. I'm so glad you got to do that today. And my day, so you spent your day outside. I spent my day outside. I think Deetsy had crouton. Oh, hell no, Kate. Now, the Roseanne part, yes. Everything else, fuck that. Zero Jules took the dogs to the lake today. I'm the light countering the dark is a hell of an up yourself way of saying that you think the sun shines out your own ass. Pearl! It's those zingers, man, those zingers. Oh, wow, I started microdosing nicotine. Look it up, non-smokers. That's interesting. Oh, Deet said they swam all day, wore us out hardcore. Don't it though? Just sitting out in my pool wears me out. I come in and I'm in the AC and I got my box fan on me and I'm like, aloe is awesome. Everybody needs an aloe plant. Whether you burn yourself in the sun, whether you burn yourself cooking. I mean, so many benefits from an aloe plant. Ooh, nice beef Fergs.
She's done eating. Right now she's done.
Okay. We go to Florida.
July 14th, right?
Is it July 14th?
Yeah.
I think I told Nunya and Deets it was the 11th.
Well, you're tripping, man.
Okay, it's not the 11th. I think we go to Florida July 14th, and then we go to Punta Cana in August. I'm so excited. Cammy, I'm usually a plant lady too, but I've just been so blah this summer that I haven't even bought any plants. I usually have my ferns on my front porch, my greenery all around my back porch. I have not bought one plant this year. Ooh, in case anyone is looking, Sam's Club has fall tropical plants for $19.99 and they are beefy. Aloe is also great for after Pearl roasts you so eloquently.
What part of Florida are we going to, Grandma?
Where do you think we're going in Florida?
No, Granny gets 3 houses every year. Every year.
Well, it's the same house, not a new house.
Panama.
Yeah, but she got the pool fixed. The little plunge pool.
Huh?
The little pool that was under construction when we were there, it's running now. I don't have a Sam's Club membership. I don't have a Costco membership, but I do have a BJ's membership. I don't know if they have beefy plants yet or not. It probably is, Mama. Mama buys my ferns every year, and she didn't buy me any ferns this year. She's neglecting me, y'all. But I do. I usually have plants like crazy, and I'm just not feeling it this year. Oh, the plants Deetsy sent you are big and beefy now? The Costco hot dogs are the bomb. Me too, beef Fergs. Me too. Oh, no. No madness. You gotta get another one. Gotta get another one. Oh, I forgot. I watched Soup's live today, but I think I came in on the last half. I got to go rewind it, but there's not only lies just on me and Nunya or me, Nunya, and Deets in this sector. There are also, like, lies about Soup and Pearl and the jerks, and it's just like, why? Why do y'all have to do that? Is it because we don't have bad enough behavior? I've got plenty of bad behavior to point out. I just I just took a whole week to fucking self-reflect and figure out, like, how did I end up here? That shit sucks, man. Self-reflection is not fun. But they just keep lying. It doesn't matter. I heard Cletus lie about Soup and Pearl the other day. It's like, bro, you don't even know who these people are. Nunya's doing good with her plant babies. My God, Pearl. Oh. And to me, it's like, if I have the bad behavior, don't tack on other stuff that isn't mine to own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I foiled Queen Bee, not her children. I let Sinner see it, not to share, but I did send it to him, and that's mine to own too. I feel like like, why tack on the extra shit that's not true? Is it to make it more believable? Is it to sensationalize? I don't know. I'll never get it. And I just like that sentence. I'll never get it. I won't ever get it. And I'm quite honestly exhausted of trying to. I will continue to do my reviews how I want to do them. If I continue to review Brittany and Clue, I will continue to call her out on her racism if she decides to spew those words out of her mouth about Brittany J. Because, I mean, there's definitely more proof needed in terms of Brittany J and Craig. But it's like, you don't get to sit here and call them a racist if you have not even been accountable for your racist remarks. Like, that's not how this works. And then when she reviews Brittany reviewing her, or no, she reviews Brittany. Oh, Jesus. Here's the reviews of the reviews of the reviews. If she reviews Brittany reviewing one of us, whether it's me, the jerks, anybody, she skims over the important shit. She skims over the context that Burnt Toast and Nonsense and Chico were asking for. Interesting. I heard if I keep calling her a racist, she's gonna sue me. Sue me, bitch. You're a racist. I stand by that. I know, Pearl. Never have I ever. I know. And I can honestly say, out of all of them, Nonsense still just shocks me the most. To hear what Nunya was playing and the fact that she knew. Like, okay, most of the time when people lie, you know you're lying, right? Whether it's self-preservation, like with me sending that document to Center or whatever, you usually know you're lying. But sometimes there are times that you lie and you don't even realize it, and it's because you misremembered some facts or you misremembered some details or something like that. That's not what's happening with Nonsense. She's blatantly fucking lying. Oh, I don't see grain. Hey, Tiny. Cammy, mine did too this year. My plants died this year. Those were the only things I touched plant wise. Who's a secret amazing gardener? You're okay, Cash. Yes, Roro, overwatering can be a thing. Grain twit too. Well, Tess, me and Nonsense have never been friends. Hell, we just, covered some of the same stuff and, had the same ideas about certain things, but no, I would never be in private contact with her. Especially now after hearing these lies, it's like I'm shook because that's not anything she would have done prior. And then to go back and listen to Burnt Toast's racism lives, bro. Maybe I'll make a community post and attach those links so people can go see them and not have to go look for them. But hearing her on those lives where she covered racist people compared to the lives where she's sweeping for the live where she swept for Clue, it's fucking drastically different. Hey, LG. Are we blocked? I'm just behind in chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Exactly. Exactly, LG. Like, why? You know? Like, I understand you're upset with me, but if we really timeline this, right? Me and Nonsense were getting along. There was like nothing really going on other than talking about the Sebastian Rogers stuff. And then she started getting a little carried away with the Britney content, and and then Junction and shit. And I said something along the lines of, there are people I hear, I feel there are people here on YouTube that I feel are here for the children, for awareness. And I named Chasen and Allie and Melissa and, like Chasen's crew. And I said, even Nonsense, even though I feel she lost the plot a little. That was enough for her to do what she did with the Yep situation, which embarrassed herself. That was enough. Really? Just me saying you lost the plot? Bro, no, stop it. I know, B Fergs, I know. And that's coming from somebody who lied out of self preservation. Like, I absolutely lied. Eventually, I came out and said, I understand why Queen feels like I got the FOIA train rolling, because my FOIA led to other people feeling free to go FOIA. I totally understand that. But I didn't get the train rolling. Center had already been talking about FOIA and shit. He had been saying he had shit. I definitely added to it, though. And then it turned into, when he put it out, it was like, okay, self-preservation time. Like, you screwed me. I'm not even mad about it. But now I'm going to lie to cover for me and you because it's going to look malicious because you put it out. Like, even though that wasn't the intentions, that's what it's going to look like now. But I don't hate anybody on these streets. I don't hate Queen. I don't hate Clue. I don't hate Nonsense. I don't hate Jay. I don't hate anybody on the YouTube streets. It's just not in me. I don't do that. I don't do it in my real life. I don't do it on YouTube. I don't hate people. I can think you're a completely shit human being. Completely. I can think you're a complete shit human being who is toxic to anybody and everybody around you and not hate you. That just is what that just is what it is. What did Remy do? Yes, if you click out of here, if you click out of my live stream and hit the three dots on the side and save it to watch later, and then go back into your watch later group and go to it from there, it will come up like a normal live stream. Chasen, I first learned that over at Chasen's. I'm so proud of you, Nunya. Yeah, yeah. See, we all learned it at Chasen's. Oh, yeah. Just save it to watch later. Go into your watch later, find me, click on it, and it'll be normal. Hillbilly family secrets. You're right. Burnt toast. And I asked that question the other day is, why am I being crucified for a FOIA when it's kind of the precedent we've set in this community? Because everybody was fine with showing BHB's incident reports where she beats her husband or is running down the road naked, right? Or is caught at the car wash with cocaine and a scale. Everybody's fine with reading those incident reports, but oh my God, you better not do that with Queen. We set that precedent over here a long time ago. What it comes down to is it's okay to do it to people you dislike, but it's not okay to do it to people that are in your current sector. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So it's just because you're on the same side of things don't mean you have to like the things someone's doing. But we set that precedent a long time ago. We've all went over BHB's mugshots. We've all went over BHB's incident reports, but it's not okay if it's on somebody else in our sector. It's just whatever. To be fair, it was about Queen Bee's child. Well, the report was actually about her and her harassing phone calls to the mother of the other child. But yes, the children were mentioned about the TikTok video and everything. But also, Community T, to be fair, was Vincent not a victim of Bullhorn Betty's? Nobody gave a fuck about that. Nobody gave a fuck about that. She beat the shit out of him. That didn't stop people from reviewing her incident reports. That didn't stop people from reviewing her or FOIAing her or looking up her address. It didn't stop anything. Well, that's what I'm saying, Nunya. If it's wrong for Queen, it's wrong for Betty, and we need to learn something from this. But the same way Community T's saying it's about her kids, it was about, okay, what about Vincent? He was an actual victim of a situation. People were blasting all over the place that the man couldn't read. And that's why he wouldn't sign the incident reports. He was a victim. But that's okay, because we all hate Bullhorn. To me, Community T, it's not about who's worse. It's about acknowledging and keeping the same energy across the board. If it's wrong to do that, to FOIA another creator in your sector, it's wrong to FOIA another creator that's not in your sector. If it's wrong to FOIA a fellow creator, then that's just it. It's just wrong to FOIA a creator. It's not which one is worse. They're all terrible. And if it's not good for one, it shouldn't be good for another. That's what I'm saying. It should just be completely off limits across the board. The energy should be matched completely across the board. I hope that I definitely learned my lesson with the FOIA. Like I said, it was out of desperation, out of feeling helpless, and somebody just continually lying the way they were on me and saying I've done this and that, and just that helplessness of feeling like I have to prove to people that she's a liar. That's what got me into that position. And why did I need to prove it? I didn't. You know? Anybody who's willing to look at all sides of everything will see. Lindsay Lee, ain't nobody finna tell me what to do with my motherfucking kid, period. That shit blows my mind. So, also, that's another thing. You got this woman screaming that I FOIA'd her children, and everybody's like, oh, God, Jones and FOIA'd Queen Bee's kids, while they are actively searching for Brittany's child's page. Why? For the same reason I FOIA'd Queen, to prove she was a liar. They are actively searching for this minor child's YouTube page to prove his mother is a liar. So y'all are actively stalking, but yet yelling about me FOIAing. It doesn't make any sense. Ha! TP, that's hilarious. And I think, they showed, Lynn's, they also showed where Brittany showed it on her backstage, and then they showed it again. So you're actively sending people to look up this child's page, this minor's page. And, I mean, should we do that considering what we see going on Twitter pertaining to Brittany J right now? Like, if it wasn't bullying before, it's bullying now. The shit going on Twitter is insane. It's insane. Oh, yeah, Nanny Sharon. She loves to say that because she knows it gets people worked up. Who keeps that in their back pocket for a year to then use as a gotcha? I don't know. I don't know. Nonsense. Who cares enough to zoom in? Well, they care a lot. They are dissecting every little thing. I heard Brittany say that Jay is worse than Clue sometimes. And I struggle to stomach Jay. But I did today when I called Mama. We was actually watching the same thing. And so we talked a little bit about it. And it's like nitpick galore, bro. Like nitpicking every little thing. And it was just wild to listen to. And then, Brittany J tries to segue into talking about the Idaho 4 stuff going on. And we're nitpicking that as well. And then it's like, how dare you say anything, Jay, about what Brittany J's does in terms of her true crime coverage? Have you came out and been held accountable? Have you found your accountability for making fun of a dead mother and her 3 dead children? I don't think I've ever heard any clip of you saying I was wrong for that. So you don't get to dictate what Brittany J does. Furthermore, they are inciting. I heard 3 different times on Jay's today her incite people to go to Twitter and continue bullying Brittany. No, I agree, Cash. I was super disappointed to. There were already things that I was hearing Center say that was like, oof, not good. But that stream where he went on Britney's and then to find out that he was in Britney's chat the other night and said he regrets nothing, that's mind blowing to me. That should be clipped, Joneson. Oh, yes, and the Barry Morphew info. Oh, my God. Bro, Jay has nothing to stand on. And the reason I say I haven't heard her take accountability is because if anything is said about what she's done in the past, and they would say, well, don't you see growth? Doesn't the growth matter that she's not doing it anymore? No, that is not enough. They need to come out and apologize for what they did. The same way people expect me to, everybody else needs to do. You fucking did some fuck shit with cases, and you don't get to say anything about Brittany J. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, it's in the past. We've moved on. Hasn't she grown? No, she hasn't grown because there's been no accountability taken. Can somebody grow without that? No. No. They cannot. That's why I'm always fucking on here, eating crow for the shit I've done because I don't want to be that person. I do want to grow to be better. I do want to learn from my mistakes. Fucking miss me with that shit. Oh, I don't know about the Heidi Broussard case, Deets. You're going to have to fill me in. Yeah, she was, yeah, that's right. She was even doing weird shit in Sebastian's case, so it's with her conspiracy theories. Like, bro, you have not grown. You have not shown change. And it's because nobody held her accountable for the shit she was doing in the true crime cases. The shit she was doing to hurt victims. Do the victims know that? No, they're dead. But their loved ones are still here. I was just reading that, Nunya. That's what I mean. None of us have clean hands. We've all done some kind of fuck shit. I feel like I kind of remember that a little bit, Deetsy. I do think I remember that. That wasn't that long ago, was it? Oh, you can play with the trolls. I don't care. That wasn't that long ago, right? Um, I don't even want to give you this attention, but I will. Moose Cox. Um, MJ has been held accountable. MJ has held herself accountable for anything she was involved in. So there's the difference. We're not talking about the past of people that are being accountable. We're talking about the past of people who do fuck shit, get away with it, have no accountability, and then think they can point their fingers at other people. It don't work. So now I might be reviewing Jay and Brittany because Jay plays most of Brittany's live stream, and Clue plays most of Brittany's live streams. So anytime I have an opinion, it could come from either one of them. Cause yeah, you're on my radar. Oh, there's no accountability with Clue. She threatened to sue me if I keep calling her a racist. Clue's a racist. Clue's ignorant. Clue's a ignorant racist. Blah, blah, blah. Sue me, bitch. I look forward to it. Just because your friends want to sweep for you to keep them numbers don't mean I got to. Ha! Fuck out of here with that. Already made my bad decision sweep for the year, and that was Center. My bad decision sweeping. That one, Center got it. I'm not giving it to Clue. Not doing it. No, Jay didn't want. No, oh no, Jay didn't. Stop. No, she did not take accountability. She didn't even say anything about it. She didn't even say I was wrong for this or I was wrong for that. The same way MGL hasn't took accountability for making fun of Shanann and those babies. Like, Miss, no, no. Yeah, apologies with no change is no bueno. And that's right, community Tia. Apology without change is a useless apology. It's like, why even apologize then? Jay has never owned it. She never has. Really, truly, she never has. I'm not pulling a nonsense and pulling out lies out of my ass. That's not what I'm doing. She never took any kind of accountability for her fuck shit. I would love that, Moose. If you think you have something showing that Jay took accountability, if I review it and that's exactly what it is, then I won't say this shit no more. But my email is in my about section of this YouTube. It's jonesnhippiehut at gmail.com. Yeah, see, I mean, we're open to see it. If you feel like you have something that shows she did, absolutely. I don't want to talk shit on her or call her out for pointing her fingers at somebody for the same shit she did if she did take accountability. But I've never heard it. MGL is nasty. Okay, Moose. Sounds good. I'll be looking forward to it. The way Sebastian's has been handled is not a change. Sebastian's case went fucking haywire, bro. We knew it would, though. We knew it would. There was a point in time where the conversation was they are gonna turn on these parents, and it happened. Hold on, Mimi. You can come in just a minute. Listen at her. She's upset. I don't see. Hold on. What? Oh no, Kiwi. No, we don't go there. I don't think they're. I think they're openly obsessed with her. I think it's low hanging fruit. I think that Brittany J is dense. I think that sometimes she can be an idiot. Sorry, Brittany. Same way I can be an idiot sometimes. Sometimes she can be an idiot, and but I don't think she deserves all that's coming to her. Does she deserve some of it? Absolutely. We all deserve a little kickback, right? We all deserve a little bit of universe and karma and all that, but this is extreme. Like, really, I implore you, if you have not went to Twitter and looked up the tweets about, you could really just look up allegedly with Brittany J. You ain't even got to look up any hashtags, and you can see all of it. It's bad. But I think they're openly obsessed with her, Kiwi. I think she's like, hey, Apollo, don't be mean to her. She's a baby. Kaden, take her with you, please.
Didn't I tell you to stop that shit?
Or let her in here.
Didn't I? Huh?
Kaden,
What?
enough. Let her in here. Or just move the gate in general. Lord, these dogs. Just move the gate. And bring her up here. What happened to her? Was the brother mean to her?
She was laid out on the ground.
Was the brother mean to
You
her?
obviously heard her.
Well, she aggravates the shit out of
What
them.
she was doing probably was touching his food. It was funny.
Well, she's got to learn not to do that too. She's got her own food.
Well, he needs to learn to handle a dog. It's a baby. You know,
This is a learning experience for all of them. They're not used to having a new baby.
I bet she don't even know how to speak to him yet. And he tried that shit.
Look at her aggravating the shit out of her mom
That's
right
her
now.
mama. She can do that. Not her don't care either. She'll buy her back.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. All these pups. He's gone. He is asserting his dominance. He's being a turd. But she was trying to get his food. So she has to learn you don't touch their food. You only eat your food. She's just being an aggravating little sister. She's trying to aggravate her mama right now. It is deep. He's full on puberty. Sounding like a grown man. I went in there this morning and woke him up and he responded. I was like, it's that grown man in there. It's crazy, isn't it, Hope? I'll mute if he walks back in, but it did. Him's voice seems like it changed overnight. Her's learning. Her's a learning puppy. Come here. Let me see if what my camera's on. Okay. It's on my, let me turn it. Her's a learning puppy. Look at her. Her's learning. She's aggravating his mess. And look, Moo Moo is not impressed. She just wants to chew on everything. We got her so many chew things, and it's still not enough. She just wants to chew on us. Her's a sweet girl. Look at them toe beans. Look at them queen little toe beans. Look at them. Them toe beans. Give me them toe beans. And last night I smelt her foot. Because, usually that dog's feet in general smell like Fritos. Y'all know what her feet smelled like? Tony's cologne. She is teething. Beefers, I love this blanket. I got her an antler. She's got an antler, but she's still just being obnoxious. My moo moo baby. He's a moo moo baby. Him was upset. He don't know how to deal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This house sounded like Tracy's house. Because they smell like Fritos usually. You've never smelt a dog's feet? Come here, let me smell your foot right now. Come here. Let's see. What do they smell like? They don't have a smell today, but last night they smelled like Tony. No, you don't need to chew on that, bruh. 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 What her doing? Say, I'm still learning. Look. You gonna get as close as you can to them, huh? Yeah, you gonna... I totally understand that side eye. Look. What's her doing? Oh. She's looking at her mama now. She's rotten already. She thinks she's supposed to sleep in the bed with us. I was like, bro, we got to do something. Because here's the problem. We crate trained all our dogs except the Frenchie and this new puppy. She's doing pretty good with potty training. But when it's bedtime, if we're sleeping, she gets off this bed, we're woke up to her jumping at the side of the bed, wanting up. And that shit's annoying. Alright, I'm going to smoke. And then I'm going to get off here. I just wanted us to have a conversation because I haven't been live for the last week. Oh, I think Tony messaged me. Hold on. I cannot wait for our vacation. I need more Tony time. Who's going live next? Who am I redirecting to? They are. We've gotten lazy in our pup years. Like I said, we created all the other ones except Apollo because he's special. Tell them, say, I'm special. Say, I can't be crated. I'm special. I'm special man. I can't stand for his feet to be touched. Give me them feet. Give me that foot. Give me that foot. But we crated all of them except him. And now we've got this new puppy. And I'm like, we still got a crate. So we've thought about putting her in the crate, but she's going to pitch a fucking fit, bro. Him, she's a whole catfish. Him, a whole catfish. That's a catfish. No, you know what they look like to me? Seals. Him look like a seal. Him look like a baby seal swimming in the ocean. I know, Remy. I know, but she's gonna lose her ever loving mind when we put her in the crate. I got some doggy stairs, but she hasn't figured them out yet. Ooh, 0 joules. Hold on. He won't eat the hedgehogs, will he? Yeah, it was chlamydia koala. Nanya, she will be fine, says the one struggling with crating dogs right now. Oh, I cannot. She does have a favorite blanket. It's actually the chicken quilt that Stitchin made me. I felt no better purpose than for a dog. And she loves it. She loves it. Yeah, sweet sativa. I'm assuming she will too. And I don't mind her sleeping with us. I don't mind her being up here. That's not the problem. Just the waking up in the middle of the night's the problem. Well, who do you think is the boss of this house, Nunya? Because it ain't me and Tony. Caden tries to be the boss. Y'all heard him come in here sounding like a grown ass man. Give y'all something to look at while we sit here and finish it. No, why are you trying to do that? I need to put his nose butter on. Him needs his nose butter. He needs his nose butter. Puberty hit hard, bro. He's tall. He's as tall as Tony. He sounds like a man. He wears size 12, 13 shoes. It's just, he's huge. Caden is my boss. You damn right he is. He is Gammy's boss, that's for sure. She caters to that child like she never catered to me. He does track her location. He's like, hold up, why is Gammy over here? What is she doing there? Anyways, I'll let y'all go. Thanks for coming and listening. I hope I'm understood for the most part. I know there's always going to be those that don't understand or those that think I'm like this maniacal, manipulative human being. That's fine. You can think that. Um, but I really just wanted to give y'all like where my mind was at with everything lately. I'm disappointed with the center shit. I'm upset with the center shit, but I'm moving past it. Um, and I'm just going to continue my reviews as I have this far. When I feel like it. So, thanks for being here, guys. I'm gonna go eat my Chick-fil-A because I got me some God's Chimpkin today. Thanks to Mama. She brought it by. I'm going to go eat my Chick-fil-A, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your Saturday night. I don't know who's up on the redirect. Tag, you're it. Bye.